Good morning. Welcome to Ox Market. No, Mighty Ox Trading. Happy Friday. We start off the day by looking at what's been happening, and what's been happening over the last couple of days is just a massive, massive sell-off. If we look at the NASDAQ here, look at it over the last 2 days now. Here is FMOC Wednesday, and we see the 500 point move upwards from FMOC. It continued to move up, and then right around 6 7 a.m. yesterday, all of a sudden the market decided it didn't like what it was seeing, and it's just been selling off since this high here of 16,457. The market has lost almost 700 oh no, over 700 points today so far. We have a little over 200 point range, and it's near the bottom of the range. ES, same thing. We're down to 46.34 on a low for today, about a 35 point range. Copper's liked it. Copper's come up a bunch over the last couple days. Here's FMOC, here's FMOC, and it's just been coming up. Overnight though, or since the open, about a 100 tick range. Gold has also been liking it. Gold's at you can see gold is at a point it hasn't been now since right before Thanksgiving. For today though, it's at its daily high right about now, about a 13 point range. UltraBond making new daily highs as we speak. UltraBond is also, it's been kind of sideways-ish. But right now about a 1.5 range on the day. Gold giving me a signal here. Hold on, let me check that. Gold's been kind of choppy here. Down, up, down, up, down. Trying to get up. You can see it's right at where it topped out at earlier in the session, about 3 a.m., right as Europe comes online. It's come back up. Let's pull that chart up real quick. Came up here, this is where it topped out. Came down, came up, tried again, came down, came up, tried again, rejected down, topsy-turvy, came up, touched it again right here, and here, tried again here, tried again here, and now tried again here. So it's not able to get above this area here until now. So you see this, wow, big burst up. So I should have taken that, but again, when you see something top out like 5 times, but now it's burst through, new daily high, and it's just going. But if you can see why I was hesitant to take that, you see here and here, these buy signals failed because range down. Although honestly, this buy signal would have worked after that pullback either way into this. But this one failed. So back to our overnight synopsis. Crude oil, about a 1.5 range toward the bottom of the range right now. Natural gas is making new lows. about a 182 tick range. And the Russell is about 18. So that's where we sit right now. Let's go back and change gold's thing here. So move it up. Gold added a couple of points to its range for the day. The Nasdaq's been coming down, now pulling back to its SMA line. Natural gas. Russell, right at its daily low again now. Bounce off the SMA for the Nasdaq. After this big candle here on gold, you see it's already pulled back a few ticks. UltraBond continuing to grind up. Still waking up here. So gold's giving back about half of that big candle already. And that's actually would have been a decent play if I had wanted to. Usually when you see a big candle like this that breaks up through the band, third band like that, you do get a pullback. Not necessarily a full reversal, but a pullback through the SMA or so. This hit a high of 1813.2, or actually 1811.6. That's 16 ticks pullback. See copper's coming down pretty hard. Sent a signal 2 minutes before I went live. That would have been a great signal to follow. Me and copper, we're just not as close as we used to be. What was that signal? Gold again. So gold's actually giving us the reverse signal that I said it wasn't going to give us. Yeah, gold's right here at the SMA line, bouncing off the ATR line. We'll see whether or not it actually bursts through that line. But you see this move on copper would have been beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, darling. Give me the 16 ticks I was looking for, plus more. I looked last night at my stats on NinjaTrader. I had a feeling Copper and I had been having relationship issues. And as it turns out, in the month of December, Copper, I've taken 10 trades on it, and I've lost all 10. It's not a really good, it's a pretty horrible win rate. Obviously, it's 0%. So I need to figure out what's going on with it. I'm not going to continue to trade it. This is an interesting move here that happened when Europe opened. It still seems to chart out well, so I don't know what exactly I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's a case of it's not you, it's me. I don't know. I'll try to take some time to do some analysis this weekend. I wouldn't have taken that trade. Wouldn't have taken that because of bursting the bands. No. Yeah. So you see overnight this has been a little bit difficult to trade as well. It's been 3 straight losses here, and if I would have mistakenly taken any of these, they would have also been losses. God, yawning like crazy this morning. So that's copper up to this point. Gold, did bounce perfectly off that SMA line. Oh, it bounced 8 ticks. Now it's sideways again, trying to continue to head up. Now back up to that high of that big candle, which is also the high of the day. Be interested to see whether it continues up. UltraBond continuing up, making new highs of its day as well, you can see here. Natural gas. Buy signal after this hour long, almost, well, about 45-minute long downtrend. I haven't taken an actual trade on natural gas yet on the gauntlet. I need to do some more charting on that. See, the S&P's continuing to come down. The Russell's continuing to come down. Nasdaq's continuing to come down. How close are we to our Nasdaq's about? Let's see, what was the low here? 676, and it's 697. So about 20 points away from its daily low. S&P actually just made a new daily low. Nasdaq just hit its daily low again and snuck below it. It's going down, down, down. Gold did fail to make a new high. Still hanging right around that area. Copper's continuing to come down. Natural gas, that would have been a decent signal to take. I got to do some charting on that. Well, we can do some charting on that, I guess, right now, as just everything bleeds out. Hungry. You can see in the evenings, this is the Asia market, as they say, there's not a lot of volume on it. It's splotchy. Usually I don't trade it at all or even look at it in evenings anymore because the spreads are usually several ticks. Then right around after midnight, 1 o'clock, as when you start seeing things, and so I'll take it any signal after midnight my time, which works out there. If I want to keep my risk to $100 a trade, that's 10 ticks. So that one would have worked. It's a tight stop. That's what I need to check, because if it's too tight of a stop, obviously you get stopped out too often. So I gotta see how that does. I'm really trying to limit my risk on any trade to like $100. So plus, I mean, obviously you get a little slippage sometimes when trades execute, but and unfortunately, natural gas does not have a viable micro. I'll see this. Let's check, see what Crude's doing. Actually, no, I don't. I think I gotta wait till next week on Crude, because I think I have a different chart on NinjaTrader versus TradingView. Anyway, here you see this move here. I would not have taken it because of the downward bands, and it came up and then whoosh down and went sideways. This band break. I mean, this bounce would have been where to take, but honestly, I just wouldn't have taken this trade at all, which would have been a bummer because you can see what it did here. I mean, it reversed by 11 ticks. If I had taken it there and gave it enough stop loss, 3714 all the way down to 3763 would have been about 40 ticks, $400. Would not have taken this one. Would not have taken this one. Did the same thing right here. Would have been my entry on that one. That would have worked. But I won't mark it off because it wasn't on a signal. So this one, this buy signal, I would have taken. Let's see, it bit me. Yeah, it's gonna stop me out. Boop, 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 stop out right there. So we would have tried again here. Looking for 20 ticks, and this would have stopped me out because of when they got there. And this is what I'm trying to test. This would have eventually gone to profit target. That's an interesting candle right there. I would not have taken. Which again is a shame because it did come up and give at least 20 ticks. Would have liked that one. Russell's sending us a signal. Let's see what the Rusty's doing real quick. Okay, we see that the indices may have found a bottom for now, trying to bounce up. After a long, long downtrend though, you gotta be very careful that it's not just a pullback. Good morning, Vincent. How are you today? So I'm not going to take any of these buy signals that are firing on the indexes because after a long downtrend, we want to see more strength before we jump in. Doing good. Still waking up, but trying. Are you just starting to trade, or did you trade overnight again? That's where we are in natural gas. So let's, well, I didn't really count that. One, two, three, 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2. 6-2 since about midnight my time. Others would have worked that I didn't count. Well, do some more charting on that over the weekend, see if I want to add that to my mix. Oh, UltraBond. So let me guess. So the indexes are bouncing up. That means the UltraBond's going to be bouncing down a bit. Yep, came back down to its SMA line. Gold's kind of meandering. Did make a slightly new high. Awesome, great job. Copper bounce off the SMA line, sending us a short signal back down. 429.55 is the low of this recent move. It's about 9 ticks from there. Pull back here a bit. There's the top of the hour, 8 o'clock hour. So let's see what kind of bounces we get. See gold popping up here. NASDAQ popping up nicely. So that would have been a decent signal to take. Crude pushing back down. So NQ, NES did make new daily lows. Daily low now at NQ. About 661. Vincent, what's your thought on the day? You were definitely right about yesterday that we didn't got a bounce. Think we're gonna continue heading downward? See here on the daily chart with NASDAQ, we're down here now, right around 15,700. We hit a low back on December 3rd of 15,538. So we're not far off that low. There we saw the bounce happen back up. But if we break through that, then we're going back to this run that happened in October. It hit its all-time high here on right before Thanksgiving on November 22nd at 16,767. So it's given back over 1,100 points since then. Be interesting to see if we continue to head downward. Crude oil again sending us a signal, as is the UltraBond. UltraBond pulling back, uptrending SMA line. Uptrending SMA line. It's kind of flattening. Uptrending Bollinger Band, so we'll keep an eye on it. Crude came down, bounced, good reversal candle here, coming back up. Let's see. I haven't checked Tesla. Excuse me, Tesla hit hard yesterday when as the indices were going down. Tesla dropped. Wow, Tesla dropped like $80 a share. So that's interesting right there. Cool. I obviously I would not be good at mean reversion because I thought for sure yesterday we were going to see a bounce. When we were talking in the morning, and obviously, this sell-off has kind of continued into the second day. Oops, I'm still on the daily chart. No wonder that looks weird. It's just these are that range area that I was looking at not too long ago, and when it was here, I guess they really don't matter anymore. Just a interesting looking chart. I honestly, I mean, I just didn't expect it to give back all of this move back here, from the FMOC. And it gave it all back the next day, and then has just gone even below it. Okay, gold made another new high, and then now coming down. UltraBond still trying to convince us that it wants to go short. Copper's got above its SMA line. and Q trying to come back down already. So that was just a pullback. Now it was a decent size move up. I would have got in at 695. It went up to 710, so it would have given me about 15 points. But it's pulling back again. Yes, pulling down again. Cool. Uh, Around 46.26. Vincent. Sorry, I was distracted for a minute answering somebody on the Earn the Trade Discord. RTH. RTH sending us a buy signal here. RTH, RTY. Try that, Brian. Yeah. See. watching it. Russell got above its SMA line. S&P's right at its SMA, trying to bounce off of it. Everything's kind of taking a breath right now. Gold's dropped below its SMA line. Still about a point above the ATR line. Copper, this has been a good entry here. It's going up my profit target. UBH, UBH, UBH. Up. Short signal now on the UltraBond, and that one I like. So let's take that. How much time? We have 27 seconds on this candle. Oh, now it's reversing. Did kind of hit that third band. Garg. Let's look at it closer. Yeah, hit the third band. Okay, so we're gonna wait. Yep, there we go. Alright, now I'm gonna try and get in this. Let's see if I get filled. I went in on the ask. I went in on a limit order. I hope it's going without me. I got filled there. Oh, I guess you want to see that. There we go. Hopefully I didn't chase there. Oh, I haven't redone my UB, or I put in the wrong strategy. Crap. Okay, so I got a 5-tick stop loss here. I don't like that, but let's see how it goes. I'm gonna move my stop down. I'm in at 5, so I'm moving it to 8. I only want to lose $100 on this at the most. We're up 2 ticks. I like this move. I wish I had marketed in. I'll be up more now. See, you're in profit there as well, Vincent, for now. Hopefully it continues down. But usually the indices and the bonds don't head in the same direction at the same time. Hopefully they will continue here. Vincent, you're usually up on these things. Is there any major news hitting this morning? Back to break even on this trade. Oh, there we go. Up, pull back. Now, if I had, wow, ouch. Let's see if I had the right parameter in place, that would have hit my profit target. Now I'm wondering about it because it bounced off that third band, and now a negative. Oh, that sucks. This would have been my right one. I need to get the other one out of there. I'm going to end up stopping out on a trade I should have won. Yep, I just stopped out on a trade I should have won. That's frustrating. I don't even see it in there anymore. Why did it even... I had taken that out of there. For some reason, it was still on a strategy I didn't even have in the list anymore. I'm frustrated now. That just... I should be up 150 bucks. I'm cursed. I'm freaking cursed. And it's gonna come back down. It stopped me out, and now it's gonna come back down. Okay. So, frustrated, Ox is frustrated, but we'll try to move on. I was partially unforced there. I should have just closed the trade when I saw it quickly hit my 5, and I didn't. Also, if I had just entered the trade and not worried about that band bounce there, I would have gotten, I could have gotten up to 8 ticks. I just, buy signal coming on the NQ. S&P up to 4630. That buy signal on the Russell. Russell leading out. Russell decides to be the leader here. Came up. Wow, it came up 10. No, 5 points. Okay, 5 points. But still, that was one I should have taken. I gotta get this bond trade out of my head. S&P sending us a buy signal. NQ sending us a buy signal. Previous high of this recent uptrend was 710. We're at 706. Big move up. This might be where we found our bottom. Oops. So let's do a 2010 on the NQ if it gets above 710, which is actually above the Bollinger Bands right now. So we'll definitely wait. Hits the band, pulls back. We do have a downtrending band, so that's another, actually another red flag. Pulling back. So we see it pull back. Now we have bands pushing upwards. Again, we're looking to get above 710. The third Bollinger Band still is at 15,709, so it's actually there. Kind of consolidating here. Gold sideways right now as well. UltraBond giving us a buy signal now. So it gave me my opportunity before and I blew it. Copper still heading, trying to head upwards. Crude slowly moving up. Nice buy, nice big move here on natural gas. Russell gave me an opportunity to take. S&P also trying to head out. Let's see what Nasdaq. Nasdaq's back to 707. 709. Looking for a break of 710. Okay, we're in here with 5 micros. Hopefully it was a mistake. Got right above that area I was looking for, so. Looking for 20 ticks. Ooh. Oh man, big pullback. This is not going to be my morning. Good morning, Ace. How you doing? So it bounced off 710. That was me not being patient. Should have waited for a full breakthrough. Oh, here it's coming, trying to come back up. Five micros, yes. And it's going to stop me out here in a minute. Yep, there it goes. That was another mistake on my part. Got up to the area, the resistance area. I thought it looked good, and I still think it's going good. Yep, look at that. That came down, stopped me out, immediately reversed. Okay, so you and Vincent are both short while I was trying to go long. Well, Sorry. Yep. Gold's starting to head upwards now. Gold has made a new daily high. UltraBond's made a new daily high. Crude made a new daily low a little bit ago. Natural gas is in a nice upward swing. Copper's about mid-range. Up. See, and there goes the NQ. Came down, stopped me out. Now I would be in profit. So 10-point stop. Maybe it was too tight. My entry was at 710. It's now up to 717. Sorry about that, Vincent. Looks like we may have finally found the bottom, although I've said that a couple of times over the last couple of days. If I had been awake here, I would have said it here when it came up. But, well, well, so far, two frustrating events this morning. They didn't have the right parameters in on my UltraBond trade, thus I didn't get filled. And then Nasdaq looks like it's going to continue heading up after stopping me out. Uh, Although, right now, if I hadn't gotten stopped out, I would have been up 11 points. But it is still, I mean, it's feeling like it's struggling as it's going up. It's not solid moves as it's heading up. Now, that said, again, Maybe I'm looking at this whole support resistance thing too much. Good job. Excellent job, Ace. And I say maybe I'm looking at the support and resistance thing too much because I waited for it to break 710, which was the high back here, instead of getting right in on this buy signal when it fired. If I had gotten right in on this buy signal when it fired, 693 up to 721 was 18 points. You know, I was looking for 20, but that would have been enough to get my trailing stop in the profit. And or I would still just be in that trade. I'll probably still be in and seeing if it's going to continue to go up. But again, it will pull back enough that even if it pulled all the way back, I would get profit out of a little bit of profit out of it. Gold, uh, you know, getting a short signal here on gold. Big move down through the SMA. Gold, yeah, I mean, gold might be getting extended. Big move up here the last few days since FMLC. I guess all these white lines can go away because they don't really matter at this point now. It really liked FMOC and it's what come up. We're down here right at FMOC about 50, 53. So yeah, it's come up 60 points in the last 2 days. Been decent signal again to take. I just need to go through one day and just look at the raw signals and see how many would work and how many wouldn't. And ES down through the Bollinger Band, Russell through the SMA line, NASDAQ through its SMA line. So, okay, so that trade either way would have be back below where I would have entered at, even if I entered there. I would have got enough to get something out of it. But yeah, strong move downward here. And another good call by Vincent by saying he felt this was still bearish. Good job also Ace for getting out of gold before it just take this dump. Everything's suddenly red. Natural gas, Russell, S&P, NASDAQ, gold, and the UltraBonds are all red all at the same time. Copper an outlier, and crude oil an outlier. Good job, Ace. ES and Q again bouncing upwards. You're welcome, Ace. I'm happy to be here. I wish I was having your success, but I'm happy to be here. Wow, gold is, wow. Hits that quick, 5 minutes, 50 ticks down. No, more than that. 15 down to 9, 60 ticks down. NASDAQ popping up, buy signal. So heading back upwards. So I was right. Well, maybe we'll see where it goes. Let's chart this out. This is where it sent me the signal. So this is where I should have gotten in. And obviously, if I had gotten in there looking for the 20, I would have got. Really? I would have gotten it there. Yeah, I would have. So if I had gotten in on the signal, just follow the signal. Follow the signal. I would have gotten my 20 ticks. Or 20 points, I'm sorry. But it's now gone. Even okay, I waited until the break of what, 7:10? So this is right about there. So obviously that stopped me out. It went, how far down did it go? Went down. Oh, really? So it got in at 10. How long did this go? 88. So that would have stopped me out anyway. But now we're up to 22, 23. It's heading north. I just managed this trade badly. If I got in right on the signal, instead of looking at support and resistance, I'll be nearing 30 ticks, sorry, 30 points right now. And heck, if I'd been paying, I'm not sure how I wasn't paying attention here. Well, I was responding to somebody on Messenger. That's how I was. I'll be up 6 points. Okay, head back in, and honestly, I've taken 2 losses now. I'm kind of skittish, which doesn't give me my time for my, if I don't take the trades, then I can't average out my wins and losses. As we head toward the 8 o'clock hour, I'm trying to figure out where my drink is. There it is. S&P is looking kind of sideways, and it's just a slightly uptrending pattern. Gold, just that quick whoosh downwards there. 10 minutes. So the loss of $700. UltraBond heading down. Sideways here, still NASDAQ now. It's kind of grinding up. 40 minutes from the open. Russell's back below its SMA line. S&P's below its SMA line. NASDAQ's breaking below. Things seem a little choppy. Let's try to come up with a different word than choppy, but I guess choppy's the word. Kappa. Trying to come back above. Short signal on copper into the bands. Gold's continuing to head down now. I thought it might have found a bottom, but I guess it didn't. Kind of interesting. Vincent, you still here? Looking for your next trade? So, short signal broke that SMA line on here on gold, and it's just gone down since that point. 80 ticks from its high here at 18.15.7. It's gone down 10 full points. Oh, okay. I thought you. Wait. Okay. I I thought you said you were stopped out. Okay, cool. Hey, Jay. That's awesome to hear. So, what, 2 weeks vacation there, Jay? NASDAQ heading back up now up to 15.7. So, again, I was right, but I just got stopped out too quick. Frustrating. Okay, so you have 2 weeks. I expect you to be a fully funded trader by the end of your holidays there, Jay. And you know I'm kidding. UltraBond giving me a buy signal. Gold bouncing up to the SMA line. We're at the 9 o'clock hour. Usually you see some more volatility, more volume coming in. And you see NQ kind of taking off. So Jay, I've had a couple of bad luck episodes this morning so far. Gold bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Yep. Gold back to the SMA line. After that big move downward, obviously we'll wait to see if the band's flatten and the SMA line flattens. What, did you dream it, or you just didn't think to write it down, or? Oh gosh darn it, I should have grabbed this buy signal in the UltraBond. Oh, band bounce here on the NQ, got up to 41, it's now bounced back down to 19. Wow, that's quite the bounce. Copper bounced off its SMA line. Seeing some interesting volatility now here on all assets. Up and down, up and down. ES is giving that short signal. Where will we go? Where will we see? What will we do? NQ. NQ sending us a short. NQ sending us a short. So far, the short, well, nothing's giving a much follow through yet. So right now everything seems choppy. Up there's the move down on S&P. Vincent, what level did you enter at? What price? NQ. Bless you. NQ. Bless you. Okay, NQ also trying to send us a short signal here. Gold popping up. Hopping, stopping, popping like a rabbit. Oh, nice, Vincent. So you're up 5 points or so. Good job. Good job. NQ not showing the same strength down as ES is, and the Russell is for that matter. Gold looking like it wants to move up. Moving on up. There's the short signal on NQ. Let's bring up an NQ chart, and we're not gonna go in 5. Probably should, because it's probably gonna like just bottom blow. We'll go with 1. We'll make it 2. Oh, pull back to 710 again. It's messing with my mind. All right, there we go. Going in with 2 micros. See where we go. Look over 20, 10 point stop. Which might be too tight this time of day. It's right above the SMA line on the stop. Okay, there we go. Heading back downwards. Usually don't take a trade this close to the open, but maybe my luck, maybe karma thinks I deserve a little luck this morning after the 2 bad periods of luck I had. Yeah, don't deliver. Good job, Vincent. Yeah, now I'm frustrated that I didn't go in with 5 instead of 2. Strong move down here. My stops moved to break even. Oh man, it's gonna come all the way back up and stop me at break even a bit. Yep. Uh, yep. Stop me back, break even. Yay. and back down. So I have it, uh, Jay. I have it set. Hold on, I gotta see what I have it set at. Profit trigger at 30 ticks. It moves to break even. Maybe I just need to remove that. I don't know. I hate seeing winners turn into losers. In this case, it might have. We'll see where it goes. I mean, my entry was at 15,707. It went as far down as 15,698. So it went 9 points. But yeah, see it. I mean, it's reversed, still reversed, working on reversing here. Whoa, copper. No, the candle looked bigger than it was. Crude, big move, big 19 tick candle. S&P continued to come down, a little bit of a bounce. Uh, I had been tempted to with this buy signal here once it came back down, came back up, to thinking this was going to go this way. Luckily, I didn't take that. Gold's actually giving us a short signal now. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Jay. I mean, and this is the thing I fight with. Okay, I got in this trade at it was 15,709, I believe it was. Let me look at that chart. Hold on. 15,707. I'm sorry. I was at 15,707. It came down 9 points. So I mean, that was technically a winner. I mean, if I cashed out there for 9 points, I've been on a regular mini. That 9 points is $180, right? 10, yeah. But and now this is totally reversed up to a high of 16. So that if I hadn't trailed that or put that stop in at break even, if I'm running a 10-point stop in this area, I'm at 709. It hasn't stopped me out yet, but it's close. It's 3 points from stopping me out for a loss. So as of right now, I would be down 5 points on this trade. No, 3 points. So I mean, right now that trailing or that move the break even saved me money, but now it's popping back down. I don't know. Well, yeah, and I agree, but I don't want to run a. I mean, do I want to run? So if I said if I got in here at 710, ATR is what, 24. That's a 14-point stop. That's, well, I don't know. These are the things that haunt me. I mean, as of right now, moving that stop to break even has saved me from a potential losing trade, but we'll see. The thing is, and again, when I'm charting out that, and this is the other thing I have to look at. When I'm charting out, I'm not thinking about trailing stops unless the only time I think about a trailing stop is if I see where it got within one or two ticks of my of my profit target, and I'm like, well, yeah, that would have reversed and gave me some sort of profit. But otherwise, like I charted out copper, and I don't ever look at these trailing stops. I just look at, does it go to profit target? But like, here it almost got the profit target reversed and then finally went to profit target. So, but would that have not been a full win there? Because would my trailing have knocked me out a few ticks before? So, I never look at trailing stops when I, do this charting. So it's all. So I don't know. One day I just need to just follow the signals and not worry about trailing stops or not worry about support and resistance and just follow the signals based on my normal where they are in relation to the bands in the SMA. I just follow that and see maybe that's what I need to do. Because Vincent there, he's using the same signals now a lot of the time and he's having a lot of success with it. I'm going to be on and off mute here as I eat some breakfast. French toast this morning. Ah, we are investing in French toast futures this morning. Buy signal here on the ES and just about on the NQ. So, so back to that whole NQ discussion, it's popped up now just about to that ATR line. So again, this saved me from a losing trade for sure. Hi, Walt. How you doing today? I'm not in anything right now. I've had two bad luck trades this morning. One that stopped me out before it went my way, and one that Ninja Trader didn't save my automatic trades management. It would have been a winner, and then it reversed on me because it didn't had my profit target in right and ended up turning into a loser. But yeah, and so yeah, I am flat for the open, and I'm silent on and off as I eat French toast. How about you, Walt? How's your trading going? I know I don't remember seeing you yesterday, so how's the last couple days been? Ouch. Sorry to hear that, Walt. See, we're curling up here on the indices. Gold is completely flat right now. Absolutely, absolutely, got to keep grinding. See copper coming down, gold trying to push back up a little bit. Nasdaq big wick down there. 18-point move down on the candle, kind of reversed. Uh, about 4 minutes to the open, to the bell. Let's See how we do. UltraBond giving us a nice buy signal there. Again, waiting for the bell. Okay, French toast is gone, and we're ready to see what the rest of the morning brings us. Oh, big move down. Excuse me. Vincent, you holding that trade? Oh, there we go. You already answered my question before I was asking it. Never mind. All right, it's coming back in your favor there, Vincent. About 1 minute to the bell. As we go into the bell, we see things are popping down. Gold's coming down. Copper, another good signal I missed. So we'll see what we get. Let's move over to here. We'll watch the ES and the NQ. On a 5 and a 1. Oh, ES actually has made a new daily low. Wow. We all should just follow what Vincent does. He seems to have the magic touch. 1 minute chart. It's a raw 1 minute chart there on the NQ, no Bollinger Bands. And there's the bell. Start off with a 17, 18, 20 points, 20 point down. Bounce. Oh, big bounce. 10 points back up. Wow. So from 713 down to 689, and then back up to 729 and back to 15. Wow, kind of wild here, all in 30 seconds. Just watching, just down 5 points now. but it's had a wild up and down ride. Copper sending me a signal. Obviously not jumping in here. Oh, big move up. 20 points now up since the open. 30. Just went up 10 points in a second. Everything's sending signals, so everything getting a little wild here. Ooh, boom. 35 points now up since the bell. Or, wait a minute, no. 33 points since the bell. Forgot we had that was on the minute chart here. So solid move up here. Let's look at what the other thing else is doing. So this is the NASDAQ. Did send us a buy signal. Probably could have jumped in there, but kind of waiting to it play out. Gold's kind of meandering down. UltraBond, not really much, not kind of a muted response. Copper, trying to head back up to the SMA line. S&P curling upwards. Crude upwards. Natural gas buy signal there. Russell, indecisive and kind of going against the grain of the other indices. NASDAQ hit the third band and bounced down. It's come down 15 points off its high so far. Now heading back up. ES sending us a buy signal here. Russell now joining the party. NQ. Boom. Wow. On this 5-minute candle now, NQ's been up 73 points. Are you using the browser version or the desktop app, Jay? I'll restart the app. And also make sure you have your data subscription paid up. Okay, now we're seeing a big move down here in the NASDAQ, 18 points off this high. Has anybody, besides Vincent, and I know he was in a trade, has anyone taken any trades in this craziness so far? Great job, Ace. I should have went long here and caught this. It's pulling back. It's giving all that big candle back now. Gold giving us a buy signal. UltraBond continuing to head up. NASDAQ, I don't know, looks like that short direction might be the direction we're going now, as it's totally given back all of its profits. Ooh, crude down hard. Everything down hard, except for gold. 6 points down on the Russell, 7 points down on the S&P. Crude down 8 ticks. Gold sending me that buy signal that I am going to take. If I can find my gold chart. Buy market, I hope. Maybe not. Waiting, 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 waiting. No. Gold's pulling back here, so maybe not. Okay, I'm in on gold. Down 1 tick to start, but we'll see. Up. I guess you guys want to see that. There we go. There's my gold chart. Oh, up 6 ticks. Like to see this momentum continue. Up 7 ticks. Oh, nice. Okay, we're back to that whole quandary of my stop moving to break even on gold. We're up 10 ticks. Showing strength. Yeah, excellent job, Vincent. Pulling back here. There we go, pushing up. Ah, big move back down. It's going to stop me out break even, I bet. Yep. Oh my God. $120 in the profit. It came all the way back and stopped me break even. I can't catch a break today. UltraBond going, 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 going. New daily high. S&P made a new daily low. Vincent's happy. Excuse me. Okay, gold is back above my entry point. So, okay, we're back to this whole trail, auto break even trailing stop thing. I entered at 1805, 180805. And it went up 10 ticks, which triggered my trailing stop to move the break even. Came down, hit my trailing, or hit my, hit it at break even. And now it's gone back up. It's that whole, do you let a winner turn into a loser thing if it doesn't hit your profit target? Or this is just frustrating because it's back up now. As of right now, I would be back 6 ticks in the profit. Part of me said, well, cut it when it was at 10 ticks or 12 ticks, and I would have took the $120 winner. But that's not really going with my strategy either, because my strategy is, trying to get 1.5 to 2 to 1 risk reward. But I've had 2 trades now stop me at break even that would have went to profit. So frustrated ox is frustrated. Meanwhile, the indices are continuing to move down. Well, Nasdaq is kind of stalled, whereas the S&P and the Russell continue to head down. The S&P made another new daily low. Vincent's loving this. New daily high on the UltraBond. Here comes the Nasdaq pushing further down. Hello, where we go? Copper bounced off the SMA, heading up. Oh, big bounce here now on NQ. So maybe that's how low we will go. Crude dumping. Shouldn't dump crude, that makes a mess. Excellent. So how much are you up now, Vincent? If you don't mind my asking. You don't need to answer that. I'm just nosy like that. NQ sending us a buy signal. Is that the direction we want to go? I mean, this is these candles, these 1 minute candles are 20, 30 points. So yep, this would have been a good take. That was already 30 points up. Great job, Vincent. Excellent job. I should just take every trade you take. Great job, my man. I missed this. I mean, I'm not sure I would have taken this entry anyway, just because of how wild things are. But uh, I was answering a support question on the. Not really support. I'm not support. I'm just a mod. But I was answering somebody's question on the Earn the Trade Discord, and I missed this. Wow, this has gone up 70 points. Wow. You know that, and that gives me confidence that I should just start taking these entries because you're killing it with them. Well, $743 just trading micro is absolutely amazing. Give me a minute, guys. I'm arguing with somebody on the Earn to Trade Discord. I need to check a chart here. Hold on 1 minute. Uh, Euro, what's it called? Okay. You know, so I'm going to rant here a minute. People just don't read the freaking rules of these evaluations. Two different people today have complained on the Earn to Trade Discord that they blew their evaluations because they didn't read the rules. They're arguing that they traded micros, but didn't read that, like, the euro and the pound it didn't count as a micro. But they're not micros; they're minis. The regular contract on the foreign currencies is a regular contract, and then the smaller contract is a mini that's half the size. And this guy's going off on a rant, all because he didn't read the rules and he didn't realize what he was trading. So anyway, back to where we are, which is kind of like sideways right now. Everything's kind of quiet. Gold, buy signal, strong move, 10 ticks. Well, there's a link in the FAQ. But that said, I am going to make a suggestion that maybe this is made more clear somewhere, because I mean I don't understand anyone that doesn't go in and make sure that what to know what they're trading. I mean, this guy didn't even seem to know the fact that his mini FX was only half the size of a contract and not 1/10 the size of a contract. And so, but yeah, I mean, part of it sounds like, I mean, I haven't checked it. He says on the CME website that FX is that like it's marked as a micro. I haven't taken the time to check that yet, but I don't know. It's just people. I don't understand why people would spend their money, going into this and not know what they're trading. I mean, if he didn't know that it was half this, if he was going in thinking that he was trading something that was 1/10 the size of a normal contract, and it's only half the size, he's putting up more risk than he's uh, realizing, and he's gonna end up blowing out anyway. Well, I mean, on earn a trade, the six micros that count as micros are NQ, MNQ, MYM, M2K, MES, MGC, and MCL. All the rest count as normal size contracts. And he's upset because he traded, I don't know, I think the British pound, whatever the mini British pound is, thinking that it was a micro, and he traded too many contracts and ended up uh, blowing his eval. And it's just, I mean, it's the same way with copper. Copper does have a technically an E-mini. Now nobody trades it, which is why I don't. But I mean, if it was viable, I would trade it because it's half the size. But no one trades it. But again, it would count as a regular size contract, just as regular copper. But unfortunately, see, here's the E-mini. It's even marked here as E-mini, but you can see it gets absolutely no volume. These are 5-minute charts. Gets 2 and 1. I don't know why no one trades it, and if I don't understand why they keep the contract if no one trades it. But if I went in with 4 of these and somehow got filled, um, I would blow my eval. It's just common sense. I don't know. Now that said, and I just said this in the Earn to Trade Discord, I do wish these companies, and I'm including all of them, would give a free or discounted reset if someone does something stupid on their first day or first couple days, where they blow one of the non-economic rules, the progression ladder, or they kept held after when a contract should have been closed, by the 3:10 p.m. deadline. Just once, allow one, but not. I don't. I'm not aware that any of them do. But it would be nice. Now, it's taking away some of the personal responsibility, but I think that would help retain customers for the companies. I think that would be a good idea. And I understand they make a lot of money off their resets. But if this person that's so angry right now ends up leaving the company, whereas, he ends up blowing, he's probably going to blow his account again on his own, his probably, he doesn't take personal responsibility, in my opinion. So he's probably going to blow his account again. But if he has a good feeling about the company, then he's probably going to pay for a reset when he does, or the multiple times he does, whatever. Whereas right now he has a bad taste in his mouth, you know. So I just think it'd be good business if they did offer at least a discounted reset when someone does something stupid on their first day. Now, I don't think they should do it for someone that's just going to YOLO and say that they blew their loss limit because they decide, well, I have one free reset. Let's just make a big trade. I think it should only be for those rules that don't deal with like hitting your max daily loss. So copper has come down, grinding down slowly here. Our indexes seem to have gone kind of sideways. Gold is kind of going kind of sideways. It's good I didn't take that buy signal earlier. ES sideways. Crude still slightly grinding down. Natural gas sideways. Russell kind of grinding upwards still, but kind of sideways too. And the UltraBond is sideways. Everything's sideways. Yeah, well, I don't think it's 99%. Actually, Earn to Trade actually has their statistics of success on their website. Let me find it. And I'm not sure if any of the other. I don't really look at any of the others, so I'm not sure if any of the others put their stats on. But here, as of December 1st, 2021, 16.9% of candidates have passed the Gauntlet Mini examinations throughout 2021. Now, it's interesting that number's going down because that number was a little above 20%, I think, as of November 1st. So all those Black Friday deals caused people to buy them then blow their accounts. And see, and the thing is, though, and you got to take that number and realize most of those people probably do not come in prepared. The way I advise on my Reddit, is that you should sim trade a month or two at the least. And then once you've done that and you found something that works for you, then you should sim trade the actual rules of the Gauntlet Mini you're planning on taking. So if you're taking a 50K, you should take a sim trade. Go into the sim trade, the goal of reaching a $3,000 profit target without blowing your drawdown or daily loss limit, and staying within the rules of the progression ladder and everything else. Traded exactly like it would be if you had paid for a Gauntlet Mini. And when you can prove you can do that in a sim environment at least once, twice will be better, but at least once, then pay for your Gauntlet Mini. I bet you there's a bunch of people that come in. I mean, I've seen one guy that blew 3 accounts in one day. He was bragging about his $8,000 win, and then he blew the account. And so all those multiples of people that just YOLO basically or gamble are in that that are in that huge failure rate. So I don't know what the success rate of other companies are. I'm assuming it should be about the same. My guess is that be with the 2 steps. Top Step probably has a lower rate. Jay, hold on. What? Maybe. Yeah. Regular. I don't remember. But I do believe, I do believe that most people that do it don't come in prepared. Obviously, I've made trading a lot harder than it should be, in my opinion. I mean, Vincent's here trading my strategy and winning, and I'm cool with that. I like that. I love that because it gives me more confidence. But I think most people think they know every. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I did. I started learning on stocks. So, and I thought I knew a bunch when I started trading futures, and I ended up, blowing top step a couple of times. I never sim traded. I never sim traded futures. I mean, every now and then I'll go to a sim and trade a day. But if I had taken my own advice that I give others, maybe I would have the confidence. I honestly, I should take 2 weeks off, sim trade, just sim trade my strategy, and then come back with the confidence. But I don't. First of all, I don't think people want to watch me sim trade on these, on the streams. But even so, I think if people prepare for these things, I do believe people can be successful at a higher rate than 16%. I think that number is just a lot of people that just they you know they want to go in with too many contracts right away. They see they can trade 2 or 3 contracts, and it's basically a lot of what Rod says on Futures Fanatics. People don't want to trade. I didn't want to trade micros. I thought this is a waste of time. I don't want $10 wins. Instead, I get $100 losses. So I had this mindset. I understand it, but it's if I had done everything the right way the first time, maybe I would already be funded now. And I really believe that there is a right way to do this, and I really believe there is winning strategies out there for people that want to put in the time and the effort and can do this. It takes just finding a strategy, executing it that it's above 50% win rate with a better than 1-to-1 R, and having the psychology to stick with that plan. We make it a lot harder than what it is, and having also the psychology to realize that you're not going to win every trade. And that's something that people struggle with as well. Is that and I struggle with it. I've lost 2 trades today and haven't taken another one because it rattled me. And you got to realize that if you trust your strategy, it's going to average out. But if you don't give it a chance to average out, then it's just you're sitting down red every day. Or red. If you start off a day red, you stay red because you don't give yourself a chance to get out of that. But I do believe I would have never started the subreddit and these streams for that matter if I didn't think that people could be successful at this. I don't want to ever lead people to failure. And I believe in trading, and I believe a majority of people, if they're willing to put in the effort to do it right, can be successful at it. But you have to have some personal responsibility, and you have to put in the time. You can't. It's not get rich quick. It's not pulling the lever of a slot machine and hoping that it turns up, all whatever comes up on a slot machine. I've never been in a casino, so I don't know. But you know, it's just so yeah. I mean, I applaud Earn to Trade for putting that 16% number down, and they update that every month. But you know I think it can be higher for people that are willing to put in the time and effort and realize it's not just something to jump into and treat it as a hobby if you really want to make money out of it. You know, Basically, I tell people to treat it like a college course. What is M6B? Hold on a minute. M6B. And I'm sure you all didn't want to hear me rant, and I apologize for that. Wait. Okay, so I was wrong. Apparently there is a micro. I was thinking. Okay, so the G GBP USD futures is called a micro. So I do kind of can see where he can be confused. He already left the thing, so let's see if that is the. Looks kind of similar, I guess. I don't know. He's gone. Thank you. Anyway, back to trading. Did I run everybody off? Nasdaq grinding down. Where are we at in terms of the daily? Well, almost back down to the daily low. We had a daily low of 658. We're at 668. S&P new daily low. Vincent, are you still here after my rant? And are you still going short? Copper new daily low. Yeah, the forex means the actual forex market. Uh, there's forex futures too, which is what people call forex, but I mean they're more widely known as currency futures versus forex futures. So I mean, he's obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously. He seems like he was a forex trader coming to futures, so he's comfortable. He's comfortable calling it forex, but it's more widely known, I believe, as currency futures versus saying forex futures. Crude major drop here, the new daily lows. Now having over a 2 point range today. I am going to talk to Earn the Trade and maybe mention that they should. I'm not sure where exactly, but make this a little bit more clearer for people somewhere. I chased everybody off, didn't I? Gold. What's gold doing? Ah, there you are. Ah, good. Nice. It's always a nice feeling. I wish I knew that feeling. Copper has dropped about $750 a contract. Yeah, right. And that's where I think people also get, and then they call it Forex, but it's not Forex when we're talking futures. It's currency futures. Exactly right. And I think people, and again, that's another thing. You know, while things trade this in the same way a lot of times, between stocks and forex and futures, it's still different. And just because you might be successful at forex doesn't mean you can just walk right in and start trading futures. In my opinion, I think you still need to sim trade and learn how things move. And that's another thing I think that leads to these failures is that you might have forex traders or crypto traders or whatever, and they come in and they think they can do whatever they did on those and start trading futures without getting to know the products and stuff, and they end up, you know, getting their butts handed to them because they didn't take the proper preparation time. Buy signal here on Nasdaq. Oh wow, 40-point candle. This is where I also start struggling, and I am. This is another problem I have. Candles can look the same depending on how price action work. The very recent price action. This candle here is a 9-point candle. Over here, it looks like the same size as this candle, but this was a 40-point candle. And so sometimes I'm here like, well, big move, and it's like a point, and then I'm looking, oh, this doesn't look like big of a move, and it just went 50 points. But that also makes me struggle of where my stop should be, where my uh, profit target should be, because they should be more dynamic than static. Like, I mean, this just popped up on this candle, immediately went up 15 points. So if I jumped in there real quick, looking for a 15-point win, I would have got that within seconds of that candle opening. So that's another way I got to be more dynamic with my stops and my profit targets. I got to be better suited to as market conditions change. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And I did like one time, I did compare how Forex on like I think when I was still at Top Step, I was looking at the yen and seeing how that was trading with the Forex pair and all that. But you you know, people just don't put enough prep work in, and they expect success. They want easy money. Well, Jay, I mean, yeah, he didn't get nailed for trading um, that product. He got nailed for trading too many contracts of that product because it doesn't count as an official micro on for uh, uh, for earn to trade. There's only 6 micros that count as micros: gold, oil, uh, YM, ES, NQ, and the Russell. So yeah, he didn't blow his account by trading that contract. He blew that his account by trading more than allowed for the 50K account. He's only allowed 2 contracts. I don't know how many he traded, but he thought he could trade up to 20 of those, and he couldn't. He traded something over 2. I don't know how many he traded, but it he it was more than 2, and that's what failed him. Well, Nasdaq is moving up fast, up 24 points is his buy signal. We're reaching 10:30 here. I think I've been ranting for the last half hour. Um, but anyway, probably stream for another 30 minutes. Right, and I'm gonna make a suggestion that they need to make clear that it's just those 6. I mean, it is in the frequently asked questions, but unfortunately, it's even the term frequently asked questions. People don't ask frequently enough, and thus they don't read it. So I think there should be something when you sign up. I'm not sure where, I'm not sure how, but if it were me, I would make people aware that if they're going to trade micros, these are the 6 that act as a micros, and that they should also ask for live commissions so they're not getting charged $4 per round turn. Bonds coming down, gold coming down, copper trying to come back up, NQ. Tell me I'm stupid for not taking that signal, not symbol, signal. ES trying to push back up, 8 points since that signal. Russell, 9 points since that signal. Strong moves here on the indices. And strong move down here on the bonds. So we had our consolidation period here somewhat, and now it looks like things are getting kind of strong. And I guess I didn't even realize that existed, that symbol, honestly. I use a futures calculator. Oh yeah, there it is. So this is actually kind of confusing too. I'm looking at this futures calculator I use. And apparently, for the currency futures, some of them have a regular size contract. Here, the euro has 6E. Then it has an E mini euro, which is E7, and an E micro euro, which is M6E. So, and uh, I'm assuming that the other ones have the same. So I didn't even realize. So instead of having two contracts, well, I mean, technically, I guess there are SPY futures too. Let me look. SPY. No. S&P. So I don't remember if there's actual full-size contract SPY futures. That's what I'm looking for. S&P. No, E-mini, VIX. Oh, I didn't know those VIX futures. Uh, so yeah, so like with the ES, you only have the E-mini and the micro, but for Euro, yeah, I didn't either. This is the first I've heard about it. I actually owe that guy an apology because I was telling him it's only half the size, and I was wrong. Now he's already gone, so I can't apologize. But here, yeah, if you look here on uh, Trading View, here's the Euro FX futures, the normal 6E, the E Mini Euro FX futures, E7, and then he did. What's the symbol? Hold on, I don't even see the symbol here. Give me a second. Oh, M6E. Ah, M6E. And there's the micro. And see, there it's even confusing, more confusing in my opinion, because it actually looks like a currency pair. Micro, it's the only one that puts it this way. Micro EUR USD futures. So that makes it even more confusing. Yeah, the BTC and F micros came out earlier this year. Lilu allows BTC and F as well, or at least BTC. So yeah, so there's now 3 different size contracts for the currency futures. So yeah, you know what? I can see why he was confused. Now again, it is in the rules somewhere in there that, these are the only ones, but yeah, in my opinion, they need to work to make this clear. Holy crap, this went up 100 while I'm here talking. NQ just went up 100 points in 10 minutes. Copper just went up big time. So I just need to start. I say this every stream. I need to start taking more trades. This one would have been 30 points at least. I think. 686. 60, no, it wouldn't have been. Okay, so that one might not have worked, but this one would have worked. This one would have worked, although I would have had a terrible pullback. This one would have worked. That obviously would have worked. That obviously would have worked on copper. UltraBond would have had a terrible pullback. This would have stopped me out, and the pullback then went. Gold. Gold's actually been ugly. Week totals. I'm probably down. Well, maybe not. Good question. Let's go look. I'll go look at Ninja Trader. I had that one really good day. FMLC day. Let's look. trade performance. For the week, I'm down $137. I just been having terrible. You know, I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong because, well, Vincent's trading my plan and it's working. Almost every one of my trades have been going, in the profit and then turning against me. So I also found out that I can't look at Ninja Trader to figure out what my win rate is because like when I'm going into 5 micros, if it fills at 2 or 3 different prices with 5 micros on Nasdaq, it counts those as 3 different trades. Now, what I did do a analysis last night, and which is why I've been saying I might need to give up trading copper for now, or trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. In the month of December, I've taken 10 copper trades, and I've lost all 10. And I'm trying to figure out why that is when copper used to be such a good performer for me. So yeah, me and copper might be going through a breakup. Now I take a deep breath. Gold's coming down. Yeah, Vincent. Rhythmic is the data provider for yeah, earn a trade. Why? Oh, yeah. If I set up Rhythmic Trader Pro or whatever that is, I could do that, yeah. But I haven't taken that time to do that. I should as a backup. But I find Rhythmic's platform to be clunky. Maybe I'll do that this weekend though. I really should have a backup just in case Ninja Trader does something stupid or whatnot. So I can, I've heard of people getting caught in trades or whatever. So yeah, it's just been something I've been putting off. I did use our Trader Pro the one time that I did a Lulu account, but I guess they had their own branded our Trader Pro. And that was a good suggestion, uh, Vincent. I appreciate that. I honestly had forgotten about that fact. So I've had more rants today than successful trades. I swear though, next week I'm gonna slay this thing. I'm just gonna take the gloves off and just do it. I'm tired of sitting here live and watching everything happen. Look at this. Every single one of these last signals. This would have worked. 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 Uh, okay. Gold eventually would have worked, but that would have been a pretty gnarly. That would have stopped me out. And same thing with the UltraBond. This would have stopped me out, but I could have got back in. It was more clear at the UltraBond where to get back in. This would have been just a nice candle to grab after this one. And of course, that would have worked. Actually, copper here is wishboning. Down, back up. Stretching. Any plans for the weekend, gentlemen? So it looks like maybe we finally found our bottom. If not, this is one heck of a pullback. As we are back up to this support area from when Europe opened, which is what started the major downtrend for today. Actually, we're almost really. Yeah, we're almost back up to the high of the day. So that's quite a comeback on the NQ. Yeah, it's making a run toward the high of the day. 70.5 minute candle that closed. Sounds like a good weekend. And it thinks it can break that high. Let's see. What was the exact high here? 15,897.50 it looks like. And it just burst through. Up above 15,900. That's quite the bounce. Actually hit a new low right here on this 10:20 a.m. candle. Low of 15,651, and half an hour later it hits 906. So what was that? So 651, 851, 900. So 250 points in half an hour. So $5,000 in half an hour. And I was sitting here ranting about someone breaking the rules and not doing anything with it. Yeah, I'm not really sure where we're going to go at this point. This is the kind of bounce I was saying I expected yesterday. Or I expected to come down and then eventually find the bottom and keep going. Well, it eventually found a bottom, but the bottom happened today instead of yesterday. Now it's bouncing, continuing higher. And I mean, this is a significant bounce. I mean, obviously, you don't usually see, even the NQ, you usually don't see move 250 or more points in 30 minutes. Yes, Vincent, I'm streaming normal schedule every day except for I won't stream Friday, Christmas Eve. But Monday night, Wednesday night, and Tuesday and Thursday morning. Now we see a pullback here. Still, that was an impressive run there by NQ. Back near toward the end of yesterday at that about 2 p.m. yesterday. And on that note, guys, I think we're going to call it a day. I thank everyone for joining me. I thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. It's really nice chatting and as I'm trading, and you all listen to my rants every now and then. I appreciate that. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you back here either Monday evening, or if you're an evening trader, or Tuesday morning if you're a morning trader, or both if you're going to do both. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.